Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Cole back, and we're back with week 2 prediction pick'ems for Major 2 week 2 qualifiers. Um Last week I did horrendously, if I remember correctly. I did absolutely horrendous. So, hopefully this week we can go a little better. There was a lot of I got to go look at last week's. There's a lot of matchups that I missed, like Florida came out strong, fucking Minnesota kind of let me down in that match. I thought they were going to come out a little bit hotter, but hey, like, look at this, bro. I did bad on this day. Either way. Um, the first match of week 2 is Paris Legion versus London Royal Ravens. Now, let's just get this out of the way. I think this is going to be a hot smoke 3-0, but I want to say that Paris, like, looked very underwhelming with their new roster changes. I think Tom Gravity was a good pickup, but I just want to say that Jimbo didn't really come out as a lot of people thought he would come out. I think he had the worst statistical series ever of like a person coming in. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he had like the worst statistically series out of anyone like coming into the CDO from challengers, and yeah, like it was bad. Um I think he needs more, like, give him like a week or two more to get in the feel of like pro Call of Duty play instead of challengers. Hopefully he comes out stronger this week. I still don't think they're gonna be good enough to beat London because London's like a top 4, top 3 team in the game right now, and they have Gizmo back. So I think this will be just like a 4-4 full force, like just smoke show. So, but yeah, I if I'm Paris, I'm kind of concerned if Jimbo doesn't start performing. I just want to throw that out there. Um, Next matchup is Optic Texas versus Seattle Surge. Now, this is coming from a Seattle Surge last week that just beat FaZe 3-2, as you can see right there. They looked a lot better than from their downfall. Looks like they're finally starting to pick things up again, but I still don't have them beating Optic here. I don't think they're quite back on that like beginning of the game Seattle Surge level yet. I think Seattle Surge can take a map. I don't know whether it's going to be like a search or the control. I don't think it's going to be a control, but maybe a search. And it depends on the veto system here. Like if Optic kind of messes around with their vetoes to like get more map practice and stuff like that and play Seattle. Like maybe the Optic tries to widen their map pool and play Seattle on their better maps. To get better at Optic's worst maps. So that's like the way I can see Seattle maybe taking a map or two here, but I still think Optic's gonna take the series. Next matchup is Boston Breach versus Minnesota Rocker. Now these are two teams with like kind of similar storylines behind them. Um, Both really good at search. Usually Boston Breach really isn't that good at control though. Minnesota is. Minnesota strikes me as the better control team. This all comes down to is Minnesota winning a hard point. Um, I think this rule change will benefit Minnesota a lot in the long run. I think they needed more time. I think they kind of started off flat last week. I think that reverse sweep against Paris. Um, Granted, like a lot of people were saying that like you're only taking map 5 off of Paris. Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? But like, I think it's good. Like, if you would have lost to Paris, that's a little concerning. But like the fact that you like came back 1-3-2, and then the last 3 maps were pretty much in your favor, pretty dominant. So like I don't know. I think Minnesota's gonna take a lot off that. I still have faith in this role change, making this team a very top contender once they get everything down. Um so I'm gonna go 3-1 Minnesota. I think they're gonna take take a hard point. I don't know if it's going to be 1 or 4, but I think they'll take a hard point. Now this matchup is a banger. Let's see here. Atlanta FaZe looked kind of slow against Seattle last week. I don't think the thing about Atlanta FaZe is like you cannot expect them not to be Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like it's pretty hard to be like, oh, this team's crumbling. You know, it's Atlanta FaZe. So, ah, man. But they're also facing a really good London team. Who's I think this will go game 5. I think, I think Atlanta FaZe ices it out game 5. This will be a banger of a series, though. I can't wait to watch this one. This series has me super excited because these are arguably the 2 worst teams in the game right now. It's not even close. But the reason why this has me excited is because I hear little rumors going around. You know what I'm saying, that New York might be getting a new player match. Um, I think the rumor is Paul X right now, which has me super excited because Paul X played really good subbing in for London last week. So I think New York has Paul X this series. I'm pretty sure, but don't quote me on that. I think they're going after Paul X and another player. I think Paul X will probably be in the series. I don't know about the other player. I don't even know who the other player is rumored yet. But I'm gonna give New York their ice out win. I think dude, if they pick up Paul X, it'll be the best thing they've ever done because they have like a. It kind of has me curious in who they're gonna like let go. It'll probably be Neptune again if Krim wants to run a sub again. I don't know. But that whole situation was weird to me too. If I had a, I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. New York's weird. Like if I had a choice, I would drop. You'd probably go with Neptune first again, right? Like I don't know, since they've already benched him before. But like that just means Krim runs a sub again, and it's just weird. But like I don't know. New York. I'm gonna give them the ice out win here. This has me scared because I think Paris should realistically take the series. I think Paris is the better team right now, which is crazy. But like, god damn, dude. Like New York, I want them to be good so bad, and they're like, they need to drop 2 people. They need a 2-person roster change. They need to drop Krim or Clay, and I think Neptune will probably get benched again. Like, it's so hard, man. So hard. But either way, I got New York taking this 3-2. This one, Optic versus Florida. Um, See, this is a matchup that I think I think Optic probably squares up on a lot of good Florida maps, but I think Optic's just the overall better team. I think that's how that series goes, in my opinion. The thing the thing about Florida is that I don't think they hardly ever make series close. The series is rarely go game 5, maybe like once or twice. But like they either smoke a team 3-1 or 3-0 or they get smoked 3-0 or 3-1. Like there's no in between with these guys. I mean, it's Optic. They're the best team in the game right now. Um I think you're going to see a Bocage in this series, you're going to see a Tusk in control in this series. Yeah, and I think Optic just is better. Simple as that. Toronto, no, this is a rematch from the major. Toronto Ultra versus Boston Breach. This series was really close to the major, and I think Methods was really fired up to beat his old team. He was playing really well in this series at the major when these 2 teams faced off. Um, I think you're gonna see a completely different Toronto Ultra team here, though. Toronto Ultra got top 4 without winning a hard point, and that's very unlike them. It's uncharacteristic. I think by this time, especially with a week already gone, and last Toronto series, you saw they smoked they kind of smoked Minnesota there. Um, and they looked better at hardpoint. So I think Toronto Ultra just definitely has the favor in this series. I'm gonna go 3-1, but it wouldn't surprise me if Methods came out again wanting to fry these guys, like, and it goes game 5, or like Boston Breach wins 3-2. But I'm gonna go the safe bet here. I think Toronto's gonna look better. I don't. Toronto's a team where you can't expect them to look that bad in hardpoint for that long. Um, Next matchup. This one is intriguing, actually. Oh man, Sunday's matches are kind of fire, bro. What the hell? This one's tough for me, man, because this day Gorillas got smoked. This day they smoked Paris, and I'm not like they smoked Paris. You know what I'm saying? Like smoked them. And Slasher looked a lot better than what he was playing throughout Major 1 and so far into the year. Uh you know what? I'm going to go. I hate to do this because like last week when I put my faith in LAG here, they let me down, but I'm going to put my faith in LAG again. I just have this weird feeling they're going to come out and Slasher's going to fry again. He's been putting in hours. Like I've been watching I watch COD a lot. I think I make that abundantly clear in my older videos. I love COD. um, he's been playing a lot of S&D8s late at night with like Pac and a lot of S&D stars. So when a slasher's grinding like that, he's not gonna stay like underperforming for that long. So I don't know. I have faith in LAG here. um, this one is intriguing. This one's hard to predict actually, because I want to put faith in that role change like a lot. And I know I keep talking about it, but I just think it's going to propel Minnesota like dramatically or blah, dramatically. Drastically. I said drastically and dramatically at the same time. But I don't know. I'm gonna give I got Thieves winning all the respawns. But the thing is Thieves are usually bad at S&D. This is what makes this series enticing, I guess, is that Thieves usually are not a great S&D team. So if Minnesota can steal a controller or hardpoint and just make sure they lock down their searches, Minnesota could easily win game 5. But that's the story that's always been Minnesota, right? Like I'm gonna predict Thieves winning all the respawns here. But this matchup with how it depends on how dominant like Minnesota is in like hardpoint in this matchup. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I have quite that much faith in Minnesota's role change to propel them in hardpoint to this level yet. So that's why I'm going Thieves here. Um, Toronto versus FaZe. Sheesh. What a match. What a match. Um, like I said before, it's Atlanta FaZe. You don't think a series like this is going to happen very often. I think they come back this week very pissed. And I said that here, but I still think London's a good enough team, even with a pissed Atlanta FaZe, to bring them game 5. I think it's the same with Toronto. Toronto's always been a good teamwork oriented team. They're very solid, very structured. Um, I think FaZe got some grulers this week. They got some grulers. I think they'll ice them up though. Um, I got faith in FaZe. It's hard not to put your faith in FaZe. They're Atlanta FaZe at the end of the day. So yeah, that's going to be my prediction for this week's matchups. Let me know in the comments what you guys think is going to happen this week. Let me know your predictions and have some CDL talk with me in the comments. And I will see you guys in next week's major prediction episode. Peace.